Go.
Hey, this is Isaac with BFit Life, and quick question for you, Steve. How did you get started in running and distance?
Yeah, so a little bit about my history in running. I actually started on triathlon. I had some friends who were like, hey, you should run this triathlon. It was in 3 weeks. I hadn't really trained, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm a pretty big guy. I can probably do it. And I did it. But as I was training that few weeks, I was building up my volume really quick, which is a stupid, idiotic thing to do. But I noticed I was getting a lot of knee pain. And actually, the reason why I wasn't running before that was that I would have knee pain with running, especially in this right knee. And so what helped me at the time was I had a good structural integrator, and that got me through it. But when I decided to sign up for Ironman Canada the following year, where I would have to run a marathon after riding 180 kilometers on a bike, I figured I would have to learn how to run. And so what saved me was actually learning how to run properly. And it wasn't until I actually got into some minimalist shoes, without any real thinking about the movement of how I should run, my feet just kind of fell into place, and I started patterning running better. And eventually I actually started learning a bit more about running, read more about it, and now I'm much better at it. But just the fact that I switched my shoes up made a huge factor on me not having knee pain when I ran.
I want to mention something about structural integration. So if you don't know what that is, that's actually soft tissue work. And I want to talk to you about active care versus passive care. So active care is actually him learning to move his body in a way that doesn't irritate his tissue. Passive care is something where he would go to the structural integrator, and he would be like, man, I've been running with this stride, tightening the wrong muscles, and so they're going to work it out and relax it. So that's just a band-aid on a bigger problem. So talking about the minimalist shoe, why it actually helps him is because it reprogrammed his stride. So actively, he was reprogramming himself to not have the same problems. Compared to, you can go to a structural integrator or massage person, they can keep working on you, just like a chiropractor can keep adjusting you. But unless you change the things that give you the problem in the first place, it's not going to help. And that's why minimalist shoes really, really help. So watch the second part of the video so we can give you a little bit more information on how to pick your shoes.